Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. Welcome back to some more FIFA 16 career mode. We're playing as Manchester United. This is episode 2. Now, unfortunately, guys, we didn't hit the 1,000 like goal target for you guys to receive the double upload within 24 hours. You missed out by the slimmest of margins. You roughly had about 800 likes, so only 200 likes shy. You gave it a red hot crack, and I'm incredibly proud of you guys. But I just want to thank each and every one of you who have liked, commented, rated, and subscribed to my channel because of FIFA 16. Stay tuned for a hell of a lot more content. But guys, I'm going to make another deal with you today. If this video can hit 700 likes, yes, 700 likes, I will do a double upload here today within 24 hours. But guys, let's get into the career mode. In today's episode, we have 2 matches. First of which is in the friendlies, and then we have a match against Tottenham Hotspur in the league. Now guys, the first player we're going to be signing for the Manchester United career mode is Marco Reus. 86 overall. He is a left mid and he can play in the cam position on FIFA 16, but over FIFA 12, FIFA 14 and FIFA 15 he can play as a striker. Obviously he technically can't play, but he has the quality and the stats to play as a striker if we need be, and that's where we're going to be playing him this season, or rotating him with Wayne Rooney. But 85 million, a hell of a lot of money. Hopefully we can bring in some more players, and I will be telling you I'm going to be bringing in 2 more players in today's episode, so stay tuned for a hell of a lot of transfer negotiations. Now guys, I did manage to sim some of the friendlies. At this point in time, I made the decision. Obviously, I did mention this in my Real Madrid career mode, episode 2. If you haven't gone and watched that, highly recommend you do. I had to make a decision. On the EA Early Access, this won't be a problem once the full game is released, but I need to make a decision where I want to focus my content, because I've only got a certain amount of time. I would much rather focus it on transfers and actual playing important matches. What's the point of playing 3 pre-season friendly matches which don't mean anything? Would you rather see me get into the crux of the league? That's the decision I've made. But guys, you managed to sell Michael Carrick to Fenerbahce, another United player joining. Obviously, fantastic in real life. Absolutely love Michael Carrick, but in career mode, he's going to be old. He's going to be going down in stats. He's eating into our wage budget, and unfortunately he has to go. It's a shame. I am actually looking to sell a fair few players, obviously because of squad depth. It actually isn't really overly that much of a problem in FIFA, unlike in real life where you don't want to basically be selling anyone. But I am actually interested in offers selling Antonio Valencia and Young to bring in some more players. 29 years of age, 79 overall. Do love Valencia in real life as well, but obviously this is career mode. He's going down in stats quite significantly, and we can bring in a better player who's a lot cheaper and has a higher potential. Now, Victor Valdez could quite possibly be going to Real Madrid, obviously heavily unsettled in real life and in this career mode, but we do have the final, guys, against Bayern Munich in the American Cup final. Now, I did simulate most of the friendlies, but sending to the final, we have the chance to roughly win about, I'm not really too sure how much the pot was, but Bastian Schweinsteiger has a red card, so we'll have to substitute him out. I will be bringing on Fellaini, but this is the side that's going to be happening next season. We do have 2 more players that we do bring in later on in the episode, but I will be playing a 4-2-3-1. Obviously, it's different in my Real Madrid career mode now, obviously signing Sergio Aguero, Neymar, and David De Gea. But I'm going to be playing Wayne Rooney up front, Reus in the cam, Depay on the left, Mata on the right, Fellaini and Schneiderlin in the centre defensive mid-mark, Luke Shaw and Darmian right and left back, Jones and Smalling as the centre backs. But we are playing at stadium in America. It's pissing down with rain, which is most definitely not what you want to see on the summer tour in America. Obviously, I like English weather. But Muller on the ball, whips it in. David De Gea with the save, falls short to Ian Robben, trying to do the Flying Dutchman like Van Persie in the World Cup. But Bayern Munich were basically coming after the victory from the get-go. They were really pushing their players forward. But Marco Reus puts it into Wayne Rooney. It spills just wide to Manuel Neuer. And this was a very, very exciting match. Both sides had a lot of chances. Wayne Rooney cutting back inside, trying to create something, whips it in, and nearly went into, well, it looked like a more of a shot, but he tees up again, and the header goes wide. And Marco Reus on the ball is absolutely fantastic. I will be probably looking to bring in another striker, but he can play all over the pitch. He can play as a left cam, Obviously a cam, a left mid and a striker. But a superb ball in here to Wayne Rooney. Manages to get taken down just outside the box. And in the 75th minute, Jabi Alonso picks up a red card. Absolutely detrimental to Bayern Munich here. And Memphis steps up just outside the box. I do manage to switch it to Juan Massa. Obviously you want that left-hand side. 21 yards out. Puts it over the crossbar, which is incredibly unfortunate. But Memphis on the ball, cutting back inside, chips it up and over, and we couldn't manage to apply the finish. But guys, roughly around about the 76th, 80th minute, I do manage to do a substitution here. Now, obviously, in the friendlies, we have an unlimited amount, so I decided to heavily rotate the whole team, bringing on Januzaj, Herrera, Young, Anthony Martial, and Daley Blind, and hopefully we can have a successful last-minute goal. I was roughly around about the 80th minute, and Bayern Munich did some substitutions on themselves. But guys, this was the throw-in. Luke Shaw to Adnan, obviously coming back on his loan from Borussia Dortmund with the Ronaldo chop, breaks away, gets it on his left foot, and makes it 1-0 just before the 88th minute. And that was the goal. I was so delighted to score that. Adnan Januzaj coming back from his loan. Obviously, I did mention in the last part, if you haven't gone and watched it, I want to be playing Adnan a lot more than what Borussia Dortmund did. I will be bringing him on in the 75th minute in every match, maybe even earlier with Anthony Martial. And what a superb goal there. Neuer managed to get a glove to it, but being too close, only couldn't parry it away. And we're 1-0 up to win the friendly cup. Anthony Martial celebrating here as well. But guys, that wasn't it. We weren't down and out for the count. A superb tackle here finds Anthony Martial from Ander Herrera. Anthony Martial looked actually a little bit similar to the first goal. Cutting back inside, they obviously didn't beat a player. But guys, we do manage to get a corner kick here. Ashley Young whipping it in. Falls short to Ander Herrera. And look at this nice, superb tiki-taka football. And I don't know how we managed to score that. Just look at that first touch passing. Finds Anthony Martial to make it 2-0 in the 90th minute. And bringing on those substitutes. Was it 4 or 5? I can't quite remember. Definitely won us the match. If you basically went and said, oh yeah, Simpzy won against Bayern Munich 2-0, you dominated them. No, we only sealed the deal in this match within the last 10 minutes with those substitutions, and Anthony Martial, Adnan Januzaj managed to pick up their first goals in the FIFA 16 Manchester United career mode. How fantastic is that? We've won our first piece of silverware. We've got a nice little addition to the transfer budget. Anthony Martial in the 90th minute, Adnan in the 88th. And it's really good to see the team celebrating. Hopefully it's a lot more to come for the club. Obviously we'll be going for the league title. And once I bring in these 2 new players, I'm not going to name them, you just have to wait and see. 2 world-class fantastic players. Hopefully we could win the Champions League as well, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to be going for it 110%, but we'll just have to see how we go. We also have a match later on against Tottenham Hotspur as well. Now, Valencia looks like he's set for his transfer to Southampton, and we did manage to get some additional funds. So we currently have roughly around about 60,300,000 in wage. Now, talks have renegotiated, even though they fell out apparently with Victor Valdez. Looks like he's going well on his way to Real Madrid. There's no point of having a player that is that unsettled. At the club, he is 33 years of age, so his stats will be going down as well. But Antonio Valencia has left the club to join Southampton, and we did manage to get an offer here for Marcus Rojo, 25 years of age, 81 overall, quality player. There's no way in hell I'm going to sell him to Newcastle than anything less than 50 million. However, we are doing a counter offer here for Ashley Young, 30 years of age, 80 overall. Hopefully we can sell him to Everton. But the thing is, I love Young in real life as well, but we're better off. This is career mode. This isn't obviously real life. It's not 100% realistic. And we're better off putting that money somewhere else, to be perfectly honest. But Borussia Dortmund have accepted the 66 million bid for Matt Hummels, 26 years of age, 86 overall. I love all the sixes. But we did offer 70 million earlier on in the window, so they did manage to accept something a lot cheaper, and obviously signing him first thing. But Everton have accepted the 15 mil counter offer for Ashley Young. So it looks like he's going to be set on his way going to Everton. Newcastle have put in another bid for 26 million. I've counter-offered for 45. So the second player we are going to be signing for the Manchester United career mode is Matt Hummels. Superb player, but in the same boat, I do kind of feel sorry for Borussia Dortmund, obviously losing Matt Hummels, Marco Reus, and obviously Adnan Januzaj are coming back online. Now, guys, let's talk about one matter. Now, I know this could quite possibly be a very unpopular decision. However, in FIFA, the main key attributes for a good player are height, strength, sort of in one, and pace. Now, Juan Mata has the technical ability, but he doesn't have the height. He's only 5'6", and he doesn't have the pace either. Even with that technical ability, he kind of feels like I don't know, he just feels out of place on that right-hand side. 27 years of age, he's probably only got 4 seasons left in him. 84 overall. I thought I'll just do a bit of a test. I would offer him out to a straight swap for Lacazette and Antonio Griezmann to see what happened. Lacazette is roughly worth 42 million. Mata is worth 30. They're both the same rated. Obviously, Lacazette is 24 years of age. Now, and for Atletico Madrid, Atletico Madrid said an extra 10 million. They did end up accepting that, but a straight swap for Lacazette, which is crazy. Earlier on in the window, we got an offer from AS Monaco for roughly around about 50 million. He probably would have gone for that. And to sign Lacazette, they wanted 70 million. So I think we've done a huge piece of transfer negotiations here. So we've swapped Juan Mata for Lacazette. There is our main striker. He's going to be burying the goals. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill, phenomenal player. Now, obviously, we won't need to play Reus as striker. I can put Lacazette as a striker. I do manage to change later on Reus to left mid, even though I just wanted to keep Depay there to keep the chemistry. But this is the side we're going to be going with, a 4-2-3-1. Lacazette up front, Wayne Rooney in the cam, Marco Reus on the left, Depay on the right, left, Reus on the right, Schweinsteiger and Schneiderlin both in the centre defensive mid-mark. Luke Shaw, well, the back line is the same. Matt Hummels in goal. And Jones right next to him. We have the first match in the Premier League against Spurs. So hopefully we can claim the 3 points here today. In real life, we managed to win 1-0. I do believe it was from an own goal, from what I can remember. But we are playing in the piss-pouring rain at Old Trafford. We've had 2 matches in the Premier League in the rain. But hopefully Lacazette can score on his debut in the same boat as Marco Reus and Matt Hummels. 66 million from Borussia Dortmund. Also debuts from Spurs as well. But guys, let me know in the comments, where do you think I'm going to finish in the Barclays Premier League and the Champions League? Who do you think is going to be the top goal scorer? Will it be Lacazette? Who knows? But underway, we have the kickoff. Tottenham on the ball. Manages to find Harry Kane, who puts an over-the-top through ball to Walker. Kyle Walker in a very dangerous position, cutting back inside, gets the shot off at David De Gea. Fortunately for me, it didn't go into the back of the net. 32 yards out, we have an interesting free kick. Depay has his shot, and maybe just with a little bit more power, Lloris would have been more contested. Now Depay with the corner kick finds Schneiderlin, and Lloris nearly pulled that back over his line, but a solid header from the Frenchman. Schweinsteiger on the ball finds his fellow German teammate Reus, and Reus whips it in. Unfortunately, we couldn't claim, and Spurs on the counter. But Schweinsteiger finds Reus, back to Wayne Rooney, and Wayne Rooney puts in a superb ball to Lacazette on the stroke of half-time. Cool, calm, and collective. Lacazette scores his first goal for the club on the stroke of half-time. 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur, and he is going to be an absolute animal up front. Wayne Rooney just behind, and obviously Depay and Reus screaming down the wings. Matt Hummels holding the back line together. But what a superb ball from Lacazette. Like I said, cool, calm and collective. Puts it past Lloris. And I really do love Juan Mata in real life. He was one of the best signings that David Moyes actually pulled in. But in FIFA, and I pretty much held the same opinion in FIFA 14 as well. But yeah, he's a good player on FIFA, but I could get a lot better. I think having Reus, the ability to have Reus, Lacazette, and Hummels in the team is better. But hey, I do apologise if you disagree with me. Hey, that's a point of an opinion. Yeah, I'm sorry. Because I really do feel bad if you do overly disagree with that. But hey, you can't make everyone happy. But nevertheless, Lacazette on the ball manages to find Wayne Rooney, who finds Memphis, hits it first time, and Marco Reus on the sideline manages to whip it in. I have no idea how Marco Reus managed to get that in, but just before the 70th minute, Marco Reus scores on his debut, and we're having some phenomenal goals up front, which is absolutely fantastic. Memphis incredibly unlucky for that first shot not to go in, but I really don't know how Marco Reus, sliding on the line, managed to get the angle pitch perfect and manages to make it 2-0 over Tottenham. So we're off to a flying start with these new players. It was interesting that we had a draw when we didn't actually sign anyone, but we are going to do a substitution here, but we are coming to the final minutes of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way through, guys, I really do appreciate it. If you can remember the deal, if this video can hit 700 likes in 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today. So that is 700 likes. But we managed to win 2-0 over Tottenham. Reus and Lacazette picked up goals on their debut, which is absolutely fantastic. And we'll just have to see if we bring any more players later on in the episode. So thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And above all, guys, after you've watched this video, have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.